Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Paisley Imperfect with a Make a Plan Monday, and today we are looking at July 14th through the 20th. I will lead you along, which is Doctrine and Covenants sections 77 through 80. All right, so right off the bat, we know we have four sections of the Doctrine and Covenants, 77, 78, 79, and 80. Let's see what else we got. All right, a few verses in there. As we keep going, there is Newell K. Whitney and the United Firm in the Revelations in Context, but we've already looked at that. There is a United Firm or United Order in Church History Topics if you want to go check that out. I did not put it on our list, though. I did add this one, General Handbook 1.2. As general members of the church, we don't always go to the handbook to find out how things are supposed to be done. So I thought it would be fun and interesting to add this section to our reading today, this week. All right, let's see what else we've got. There's this video here. I will lead you along. And then as we keep going, there's some scriptures in the Bible, the Book of Mormon. And then there's this talk from President Uchtdorf, Grateful in Any Circumstances. I remember that being a really good one, and I think we may have looked at that one already, but I put it on our list. So that one we will look at probably on Wednesday. At least I will be looking at it on Wednesday. There's a video here, 11 minutes and 38 seconds, President Nelson on the healing power of gratitude. Count Your Blessings, hymn number 241, if you want to go check that out, and Gratitude from the Gospel Library, if you want to look at that as well. And then there's a talk right here, Called to the Work by Elder Bednar. That one is on the list. We will come back to people, places, and events as we keep scrolling. Pretty picture of a butterfly. And then there's this video right here, Participate to Prepare for Christ's Return. About 11 and a half minutes. And then there's chapter 28. You can click on it here, or you can just watch the video here. 2 minutes and 39 seconds. The prophet Joseph goes to Missouri again. And then there's the activity page down here, if you want to check that out and look at that maze. All right, let's go up to people, places, and events and see if there's anything there. Spoiler, there's not. I mean, there is, but we've looked at it before. So we did Joseph Smith's Bible translation with section 45. If you want to look at it again, by all means, feel free. It would have come up last week too with section 76. Newell K. Whitney in the United Firm we looked at with section 70, but if you want to look at it again with section 78, go ahead. Again, I did not add that to the list either. I Quit Other Business, Early Missionaries, we looked at that with section 42 if you want to look at it. And 75, if you want to look at it with 79 and 80, please do. And then there's volume 1, chapter 14 of the Saints. And Visions and Nightmares, we've looked at that one already too. And then there's the list of people, places, if you want to go check out the chronology, some topics and sources if you want to look at those. Okay, so on our list, we have Doctrine and Covenants 77, 78, 79, 80. General Handbook 1.2. The video I will lead you along. Grateful in Any Circumstances by President Uchtdorf. President Nelson on the healing power of gratitude. Called to the Work by Elder Bednar. Participate to Prepare for Christ's Return. And chapter 28, The Prophet Joseph Goes to Missouri again. So all told, about 13 and a half minutes a day. Some of them are longer than 13 minutes because the talk is longer than 13 minutes. But this is what this week will look like for me. The checklist is up on the website, so you can take it, you can download it, make it your own. But I'm going to be looking at sections 77 and 78 on Monday for a total of 13 and a half minutes. On Tuesday, it looks like a lot, but all 5 of these things, section 79, 80, General Handbook 1.2, and the 2 videos, all of those 5 things together is 11 minutes and 2 seconds. So it's not going to be very long at all. Wednesday is our longest day with Grateful in Any Circumstances by President Uchtdorf, and that is just barely under 17 minutes. Thursday is a pretty short day with 11 minutes and 38 seconds. President Nelson's video on the healing power of gratitude. Friday is 16 minutes and 13 seconds. A little bit shorter than President Uchtdorf, but not by a lot. Called to the Work by Elder Bednar. And then on Saturday, that video, Participate to Prepare for Christ's Return, is about 11 and a half. So again, about an average of 13 and a half minutes, but some days are longer and some days are shorter. That's how we get an average, right? All right, you guys, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for being here, for joining me. And I hope that you are enjoying getting through the Doctrine and Covenants as much as I am. Thank you so much for being here. And until next time, thanks everybody.